Hello all, my name is Piotr and I build Ruguitars. So last week I came back after the shielding paint dried and I applied another layer. That's because I tested it with a multimeter and it wasn't conducting really. So I added another layer just to make sure that the connection is there and we have ground everywhere. Just to show you, this is the continuity test between the two cavities. There you go, there's continuity. This cavity will be connected to the ground through potentiometers. If not, for some reason, I have a grounding tabs that I will just screw onto the cavity and wire it to the pot. So that will be all grounded together. That's the plan. Now, I took the masking tape off. It's all dried now. It looks great. I'm very happy with it. Now I need to make sure I can pop the cover off. Yeah, I can. And I just need to sand them down. So I'll install the covers. Oh yes, very nice. I'll get you in closer to show you, but they fit really nice. Oh, I'm so happy with it. Yes! Okay, let's get the sander out and sand them flush with the back. So this one is tiny bit lower than the back itself, but I'm sanding the whole thing so it all goes down. So hopefully it will match and it will look fantastic. Yes! So have a look at this fit. I see no gaps. Of course it's sticking out, so it may cast a shadow and all that. So once it's all sanded, we'll see exactly how well it fits. And here's the one that is a little bit lower than the back. I'm not worried about that at all. Right, let's get to sanding. So I'm going to use my mouse sander, this one, because it works very well and it's got good extraction. And I bought these mesh pads for it. These are 40 grit, 80 grit, 120 and 240. I'm not going to go down as far as 40. I don't think I need to. So we'll start with 120. Yeah, 120. We'll see what happens. I can always go back to the sandpaper like this one. Yeah, and of course I'll use my mask for that. So the cavity covers are sanded now. They are flush with the back, both of them. But before I go in to sand the whole thing, I want to try one thing. I was planning on doing the roundover by hand, and I'm not sure what it will look like. So I think this is the perfect moment to try it. Round it over, and if it doesn't look good, I am sanding the back anyways, so it's going to disappear. And if it works, if I like it, I can just repeat the process. So I'm going to do that now. I will be sanding it by hand, and I will use 240 sandpaper and a flexible pad. So it's not going too quick, and the pad will give me it will give the flexibility, but it will also retain similar shape the whole time, hopefully. What is this? This is 240, that's perfect. Right, so this is a sanding pad. I'm not sure what grit that is. It was fine or something like that. It's quite flexible, so I'm hoping it will just cut the corner and round it over rather than introduce a flat spot. So let's try. Okay, so this is just breaking the corner. And I would like to keep a consistent round over around the entire back. I will do the same thing on top, on the binding, just round it over a bit. And I'm not looking to get much of it off, to be honest. It's a telly, it needs to be square, but it needs to be comfortable to use as well. There are going to be tricky places to do consistently, because I can't do them in one big motion. I have to focus on tiny bits, and that can be difficult. Okay, I'm not going to go all in, but so far this is working very well. I could even go a bit more, but since this method is working, and I know that now, I can go back to sanding the back. It needs sanding, it's got scratches from the 80 grit. I used the orbital sander in the end. It worked well, except for the dust extraction, which was not working, and I'm covered in dust. So something is off with this sander. I will be using the mouse sander to do the rest, I think. We'll see. I'm happy with how flush the covers are with the back. Now I need to take it down a notch just to get rid of any scratches. Prepare the back for the finish. I will do it in 2 stages. I will do the back and sides because they need to be stained, and I will not touch the top yet. I will leave it for later, for when the back and sides are finished. Well, maybe not finished, but sealed at least. And I don't need to worry about scratching them that much. And then I'll do the top. But for now, I will be focusing on the back and sides. Okay, let's sand the back. Okay, so the back is sanded to 120. I got rid of the 80 scratches, I think. And I've got plenty of 120 scratches now. And I think I can get rid of them with hand sanding better than I can with the sander. So I'm gonna get the flat block 240 grit paper, and I'm going to sand it by hand. It should be fun. Got this 240 sandpaper and a cork block which is very flat. I think it will do the job just fine. Good mask. Right, so I found some deep scratches here. I'm using a LED flashlight to shine a low light on the back, and it will show me any divots. And I found some deep scratches this end, and I'm gonna have to go back 1 grit to 120 or 150, whatever I have there, and get the whole thing sanded down. But otherwise, this is looking very good. I'm gonna leave the grain open. I'm not going to seal the back or sides. It will be stained black, but I want the grain visible. It will hold the texture, and then when I apply wipe on poly, it will keep the texture. so it will not be mirror shine finish like I'm going to attempt on top. This will be satin, and you will be able to feel and see the grain under the finish. But yeah, going back to 120 to get rid of those scratches now. I've been sanding with 240 for a while now. This is how I check if there are any scratches. So different angles will give me different scratches to look for. And at the moment I can't really see any more scratches. So I'm happy with that. And since it's all sanded now, this is what the fit looks like. There's a very tiny gap here and here, but it's not even visible, to be honest, and that's the switch cavity. Right, so it's recommended to alternate the direction of sanding when you go up with the grids. But what I like to do is always finish one grid going with the grain. So if I sanded with 120, I would sand across the grain and then with the grain to get rid of those scratches that are across. And then one grid higher, which is 240 that I just did, I'd start with across the grain and then with the grain to get rid of the scratches across. Sanding with the grain helps to hide the sanding marks, because they're aligned with the grain, so it just looks better. So yeah, I love this process. There may be something wrong with me, but everyone hates sanding. I actually enjoy it. I will be doing this for quite some time this week because it needs to be sanded to 320. Then I'll need to raise the grain with wet towel, sand it with 320 again, do exactly the same to the sides, do the round over, and only then I can think of staining the back and sides. So that will be a long process. I'm not going to make you watch me sanding because that can be difficult to watch, basically. So yeah, I'm very happy with the process. I'm so happy with how these covers fit. Now that they're sanded flat, you can actually see the line around. I love it. I'm going to leave it for now. And when I'm back next week, I hope it will be the staining or maybe some finishing touches before, but I hope to get the sanding out of the way this week. And next time I see you, we'll do something interesting. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here for this. Thank you for all the comments and all the support. And I will see you next week. Cheers. Love you, bye.